recently took an L or just need to know when to pay resale, stay tuned. I'm going to give you some tips to help you determine when to drop that bag. Hey boy, Funky Soul, Funky Gang, whole lot of soul shit. Let's get straight into it to help you guys know when to pay resale. So we're going to take a look at the Jordan 1 Dark Mocha that released on October 31st. That was bananas, drove the whole sneaker community crazy. Everybody was trying to get their hands on this pair. A lot of people took L's. A lot of people were able to secure the bag. But if you didn't, and if you wasn't able to get your pair on release day, or if you didn't hit on any restocks, and you really need this sneaker, keep your ears open, and I'm gonna show you how to determine when to pay resale. So we all know before the release, the sneaker was doing numbers, crazy numbers. If we can look here, before release day, it was $550, $600 sneaker. A couple of days after the release, it dropped down to 340. 420, between 420 and 400. So let's just go straight to release day because that's the most valuable information to determine how you should spend your cash. So release day, the price was $373. Let's say $400 just to round off to keep everything even. The day after release day, it dropped to $350. So we're gonna need two pieces of information to determine when we should pay resale. So it's a little knowledge from coming over from the stock market. So how you determine when to buy stock and when to sell a stock. It's all in support and resistance lines. So with the support line, it's basically the price, the bottom price for the item. Resistance is the top price for the item. So for the Jordan 1 Dark Mocha, day after release, we're gonna say the resistance line is 400, support line is 350. So anywhere between 350 and 400, it's a safe zone to buy, but you kind of want to buy at the 350 or below the 350. So let's take a look here. So we're gonna say 350, 400. So it tested the 400, dropped down 350. So not enough buyers at 373. Price started to decrease. Kind of consolidated, meaning the price was moving sideways, really not no up or down, really not a lot of change in the price. We get over to November the 4th. We still in between the 350 and 400 range. So we kind of went north of the 350, 365. Kind of want to like test the 400, the resistance line, but it's not enough buyers to push it up to make it hit the 400 or go past the 400. So price decrease again. Now we back at 330. So before we started, we said that the resistance line was 400, support line was 350. You look here, 331, we below the support line. So this would be an optimal time to buy. If you really wanted the sneaker, pay 331. Just paying attention to the charts, you got it below what the support was, meaning everybody is cool with, so all of the buyers are cool with paying no lower than paying no more than 350 right now. So I'm assuming pairs start to come in around Wednesday, a couple of days after the drop. People start to receive pairs in hand. Price dropped 330. This is the time to buy. If you didn't buy it at the 331, it tested the support again. So basically how it goes. So when we first started, resistance was 400, support was 350. When it either crosses the resistance line or drop below the support line. So if it dropped below the support line, old support become new resistance. If that kind of makes sense. So support is the bottom price, and if it dropped below the bottom price, now the bottom price become the top price, and we got to find a new bottom price. So that's basically what happened on the 4th. It dropped to 331. So now the 350 is the resistance. So we got to get over 350 to have a new resistance line. So now the support is 330. You're gonna say 330, and the resistance is 350. You're gonna say that. So 330 price kind of consolidating, really not a lot of action going on. 350, it tested the 350, which is the new resistance line. Got rejected, went back down to 330, came back up, tested the resistance line again, went over it a little, 370. So if you would have bought at 330 and you would have sold at 370, that's not optimal. But I mean, if you could have bought it for 330, sold it on the local market for 370, you made $40. You know, or if you were just buying to hold it, bought it at 330, pretty sure that's a decent price because we see that it didn't go that low again yet. So 370, 360. So we still, so 350 was the resistance. We crossed 350. Now we at 370. So 350 is now the support line. 370, 380, 370 is the new resistance line. So testing it. Really not nothing going on. Drop back down to 360, 360. Still really not nothing going on. Drop to 350. Test that old support line again. Try to go back up. Try to test the 400. Nothing happened. 350. Nothing happened. So basically, from what I'm seeing, from the data that I'm seeing, 330. That's the lowest point. I mean, that's the lowest point that the sneaker been. So, an optimal price that I would say to buy at 330 or below, just off the data from the sneaker. If you can get it below 330, that would be an optimal price to pay resale for the sneaker. You can go on Goat, put in an offer for 325, 330. You do the same thing on StockX, eBay. I mean, I would prefer you buy off eBay, no fees. It's really no risk. Now that they have the authenticity guarantee program, it's really no risk to buy off eBay, and you save money. No fees, no processing fees, no buyer fees, no seller fees. So, I mean, if you really want to save money, buy off eBay and just pay attention to the charts. I mean, you want to like you pay resale. Like you want to pay resale, just watch the sneaker for at least a week or so, and just see how the numbers are doing, or look at a sneaker that's similar to the one that you trying to buy, because history tends to repeat itself. So yeah, just pay attention. Like just do your homework. There's really no need to ask when to pay resale for a sneaker. If you just do a little work and pay attention to what the price is doing and what the market is doing, then I mean the market will tell you when is a good price for you to pay. I mean, if you guys like this type of content, or you want to know when to pay resale for another shoe, or what I think is a good price to pay resale, I mean, just drop it in the comments. Tell me the sneaker, and I'll make the video. I do kind of know what I'm doing with the charts. I do know like how to read the charts pretty well. In 2018, I got into Bitcoin. Maybe 2017. I got into the Bitcoin and I learned how to read the charts. And within 6 months, I had enough money from Bitcoin to start a construction company. And I was only trading maybe 2-3 times a week. So yeah, I mean, I really know how to analyze these charts and really find the information that you guys are looking for. I mean, it don't matter what chart you look on, the 1 minute, 3 minute, 6 minute, year to date, 1 year, all the price nowhere on this chart is below 310, but that don't even count because that was that was basically like before the sneaker even dropped. So I don't even count that information. I mean, it's valuable to see. Like, this is before the sneaker come out. If you want to buy early, I mean, if you would have bought it early, 310, you would have been having you would have got a better price. I mean, so it all depends on what you're trying to do, like what's your aim. But after the sneaker drop, the 31st, that price hasn't been no lower than 330. So, and I doubt if it get any lower. We are Today is the 18th, so we basically are 19 days into the drop, almost 30 days into the drop, and the price is still crazy. Like the sneaker not going. You may not even get it for 330 no more. But I mean, if you really want it, pay attention, watch the charts, or just comment below and ask me, and I'll help you as much as I can. Like I said, if you guys want any other further, like if you want more videos like this, leave it in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the post notification bell so you do know when I upload. And that's about it for today's video, guys. Funky game, whole lot of soul shit, and we out.